Alright, how you doing today, guys? Welcome back to another day of 7th grade math. This is Mr. Gomez, your favorite teacher in the whole world. And today we're gonna keep on talking about probability, also theoretical probability like we did before. But this time we're gonna be making predictions. Now, before we start, I want to invite you to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to support this channel, there's a link to buy me a copy down in the description. If you haven't seen my other channel, I'm gonna leave a link right there for you guys. I do DIY and mountain bike stuff. It's pretty cool. So don't forget to check that one out and also subscribe. So let's keep on talking about making predictions with theoretical probability. Okay, on the past, we talked about just regular probability, finding the probability of compound events. And I'm gonna try to leave a link either here or maybe down in the descriptions or maybe the playlist. I don't know. And then after that, basic probability is the probability for one thing, one single event, like flipping a coin. What is the probability of flipping a coin and getting tails? Is 1/2. It is 1/2. Now, what is the probability of a compound event? Compound event, it'll be like flipping a coin and rolling a dice, two things. So getting tails on a coin, it'll be 1/2. Getting a 3 on a dice, it'll be 1/6. And to get the compound probability, you will just multiply 1 times 1, 2 times 3, and then simplify at the end. That is compound probability, and I'll leave a link to a video right there. Now, today we're gonna use those principles to make predictions and try to predict what's gonna happen next. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. And just a little feedback on how this is gonna be done. We already learned how to do part over total, percent over 100, and do cross products to find the missing value. Okay, cross products or butterfly, whatever you want to call it. We already know how to do that when we talked about proportions. To find the theoretical probability, we're gonna do just that. Okay, so basically you're gonna find the probability either of a single event or a compound event. And then you're gonna do cross products with however many times. Let's look at this real quick. It says, predictions are thoughtful guesses about what will happen. Thoughtful guesses about what will happen. You can create an outcome tree to keep track of outcomes. So you can just start writing things down. For example, Sally is going to roll a number cube 21 times. She wants to know how many times she can expect to roll a 1 or a 4. So instead of doing it 21 times, basically to find the probability of getting a 1 or a 4, that is going to be 2 out of 6 or 1/3, right? For the regular dice. 2 out of 3 because there's one 1 and 1 4. That's 2 out of the 6 total options. So a 1 and a 4. That's 2 out of the 6. The probability of getting that, it'll be 1/3. Now, instead of doing this 21 times, you can use cross products and do it that way too. So let's see what I mean by that. And it says, use the probability to predict the number of times Sally will roll a 1 or a 4. So the probability is exactly what I just did right here. The number of desired outcomes, whatever you want to happen, divided by everything that can happen. 2 out of 6, which is 1/3. We already did that right here. Now, we're gonna set up a proportion with the number of times you wanna set up, do the experiment. And the total number of times, like part over total, the total goes on the bottom. You already have one fraction, now you're gonna do the other fraction, and then we're gonna do cross products. So for example, 1/3, which is the fraction that we had, equals, we wanna know how many times we can expect the 1 or 4 to come out. That's gonna be the x. And 21 is going to be the total number of times you're going to do the experiment. Now remember, to do cross products, you multiply these two, multiply these through, so you get 3x equals to 21. Then divide by 3 on both sides, so x equals 7. So out of the 21 times, that means that you can expect to get either a 1 or a 4 7 times. That's exactly what it means. So you can expect that to happen. That's the theoretical probability making predictions. Now let's look at some examples. 1 is related to 2 and 3 is related to 4. And this is exactly how you guys' assignment is going to be. All of them. The left side, you're going to use whatever is on the left side to do the right side. So, for example, number 1. Sarah flips a coin. What is the probability that the coin will land on tails? And I'm going to go a little bit more detail just for those visual learners. So remember, we have a coin, so you have heads and you have tails. Okay? What is the probability that it will land on tails? Well, it's 1 out of 2. So you're going to write that fraction, 1/2. That is the probability to getting tails. Now, number 2 says, Sandra flips the coin 20 times. How many times can Sandra expect the coin to land on tails? So now, we already know the basic probability for that, which is 1/2, equal, how many times is she going to do this experiment? 20 times. So you're going to do 20, and you want to know how many times you can expect that to happen. You're going to do cross products. And this one is very easy because it's half the time, which is going to be just 10. But if you don't know how to do that, we're going to do cross products. We're going to multiply those two, and then we're going to multiply those two and set up the equation and solve for it. So 2x equals to 20. Last step, you divide by 2. So x equals to 10. So you can Sandra can expect the coin to land on tails 10 times out of the 20 times. That's the probability, making predictions with it. We're going to do a couple more. So number 3, a spinner is divided into 4 equal sections. Again, we have a spinner and we have 4 sections. And it says label 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always, if they don't give you the pictures, please draw it. It will make your life a whole lot easier. It will make your life a whole lot easier. And it says, what is the probability that the spinner will land on 2? Let's see. I have 1, 2. Only 1. 1 out of how many? 1 out of 4. That's the probability. That's just the basic probability. That easy. Now, if the spinner is spun 80 times, how many times can you expect to land it on 2? So we're going to use that probability that we just found, and we're going to move it right here. And again, how many times are we doing this experiment? 80 times. So that's the number. That's the total. Remember, that is the total on part over total, right? So 80 goes right here. X goes on top. You're going to do cross products. So you're going to have 4x equals to 80. And then you're going to divide by 4 on both sides. So x equals to how much? 80 divided by 4 is 20. So you can expect the spinner to land on a 2 20 out of the 80 times. And that is it. That is it. Now you can also, if they give you how many times it lands on 2, for example, if they give you the 20, you can find the total number of times doing the exact same thing. And we're going to look at some of those problems on the next video. So far for this one, that is it. If you learned something today, make sure you click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. If you know somebody that's struggling with predictions, make sure you share this video with them. If you haven't subscribed to my other channel, I already left a link for you at the beginning of the video. And if you want to support this channel, link down in the description. That is it for this one, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.